This is aged urine.
Gross.
This is about 6 months. It's got that nice brown tint to it.
Smell.
And then, of course, gnarly. Smells like ammonia.
Oh.
The research that I've shown is it's good for parasites. It's good for your gut microbiome. So, of course, we can drink a little bit and see what
Kills you from
happens.
the inside out, bro.
That shit was iced tea. Shit was iced tea brown. Put a couple slices of lemon in there.
You might as well, because he gonna drink the shit. You might as well put some fucking lemon in there.
No, you didn't see that he took a chug from it? Yeah.
I'm no doctor, all right? I'm gonna say that right now. I'm not a doctor. I'm not some astrophysicist. But I know taking human excrement and then applying it, not a good idea.
This is Friends Partying in Hell.
That fool said, I'm above average. I mean, I ain't no Ron Jeremy or nothing.
Hey, stay with me, man. Stay with me.
I mean, you can stop right there. That's horrible.
You hear that, Netflix? You hear that? Also give us a shout.
I have no idea what I'm talking about most of the time.
The only podcast approved by the Vatican. That's the American spirit right there. You weren't expecting that, This is Friends Partying in Hell. And this is the only podcast where it's 95 degrees outside as well as it is inside. And I'm joined today with my good friend Anthony. How are you, man?
Good. I'm not sitting in 95-degree weather though.
It literally is 93.
Okay.
93 outside.
Not here.
It's crazy. It's
Why are you
crazy.
wearing-
This heat
okay,
wave
so you're wearing layers?
is
You're wearing layers, dude.
I'm just wearing a button up,
That's
but it's open.
layers.
It's open. It's
You
loose.
just
And I'm
said it's
inside. I'm
90
inside. I'm inside the
inside,
AC's on.
You're wearing layers. And you're about to go on a whole thing right now. You're about to bitch your way all the way through it.
You're right. You're right. You caught me. You got me. No, it's funny because there's a law that the governor here put in place that made all kind of climate change talk illegal. It's like any kind of climate change, like motions to do anything about climate, like any climate change related thing is just illegal. So we could. It's really not 93 outside if you think about it. Illegally, it's not 93 outside.
In the world burning to death because of climate change in your home. You can't. You have to put on your layers. You have to act like it's not happening.
Yeah.
I see.
You gotta totally ignore. Yes, exactly. You gotta totally ignore it. How are you, dude? Are you feeling better?
Yeah,
I know you've been under the weather. You've been missing. You've been missing.
Yes,
I did a recording.
You did a very,
last
very
recording,
good job.
yeah.
I don't even know what I'm here for. Why am I here? What am I doing here?
Well, don't start. I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do it.
I'm just saying, dog.
Don't start.
Start. You got it, dog. You got it.
What happened? What bug did you get?
The bug of having a child that goes to daycare. Dog, the minute he started going to daycare, the minute I realized, like, yo, my immune system is not for shit, dog. I can't.
You haven't been preparing.
Man, I cannot go toe to toe with a child's cold. This shit completely knocks me the fuck out, bro. His kids, he gets a cold, he's over it in a day. I'm knocked out for like a week, bro. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we're not bouncing back like
Jesus
that. Jesus
Christ. I am. There was a bug going around a couple weeks ago here, and I was lucky, knock on wood, that I avoided like people getting sick. But the last time I got sick was when I got COVID. Last was maybe a year ago, maybe something like that, dude. And I was just like laid out, man. COVID, for whatever reason, I don't get like the one that people don't know that they have it. I get the one where it's pretty obvious. yeah. I'm not one of those lucky people that can just go on with their life and just avoid, thinking that they can't infect other people and that
and that don't have to
vaccines
wear a mask
don't apply to
them. I
them.
don't have COVID. I'm fine. I feel fine.
Yeah, they don't have to.
Everyone around you gets COVID and dies. You're just like, what happened? Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it. Ain't that
right.
a bitch?
It's
Ain't that
those
a bitch that
people.
people
And
really did
they
that?
came out
People were-
unscathed. Fucking walking murderers out there. They kill hundreds of people, and they're just out there right now, fucking getting haircuts and eating burgers and shit, bro. That's fucking horrible.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. I have a real good one for you today, dude. I think you're gonna really enjoy it. So I think I just want to get into it. Yeah, let's cut
right.
let's cut the chit
Cut to
chat
the chase.
and get into some cut to the chase. So I think the first one I want to pick for you is I think this is a good one. So I know how much you love I know how much you love kids with no talent.
That's pretty accurate.
Is that a thing? Yeah, you love it. You love it. It's some weird lane that you went down on. It's pretty hilarious. So I don't know explanation needed. I get it.
Talent, right? You
I
should
get
be able
it.
to watch kids be kids, and kids should be terrible at like everything. I hate when I see like a little prodigy on a violin or a piano. Like, get this thing out of here. Like, who is that? Who does that represent? That's nobody, bro. Get that shit out of here. Show me a kid. Yeah, show me a kid that can't fucking monkey bar right. Falls on his face. You know.
Well, I got a good one then. If that's what you're looking for, I got a real good one. So, a couple of days ago, there was a 35th, I think, or 30th anniversary of The Lion King. Okay, and they had a big spectacle at the Hollywood Bowl. So let me give you a little bit of context for when I saw this and then what it actually is. So I'm just going to play through the video real quick. Just get your initial thoughts on it, all right? Well, your face is saying everything. Just let it roll. Just let it roll.
All right, don't say no. Wait,
Okay.
Is this like a Make-A-Wish kid or something like that? They just brought like a kid because this kid didn't have any rhythm. Kid wasn't good at singing at all. Well, I mean, what is it? What was
this
it?
is great.
Well, it was a kid, right? It was a kid, the Make-A-Wish kid or something like that. They pulled some kid out in the audience. Some kid won a contest. Right? No.
Okay.
No.
This is great. This is great that you don't know. This is Northwest.
Oh,
okay, this is Kanye's
yeah. Okay,
daughter.
so that was a Make-A-Wish kid, but her wish is, I wish Kanye wasn't my fucking dad. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So now, when I first saw this, I had the initial. I was like, "Oh, this is like, I don't know what kind of like community theater thing is this?"
High production.
And regardless, I was just like, "Oh, what is this? This feels very not high production." I mean, that little part right there, her part, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I had no context of like what was going on. I come to find out later, and it's pretty much all over the place, that this was the anniversary thing I was telling you about. So Disney puts a huge production on. Now this shit's on Broadway, by the way,
Broadway.
like the musical. Like, it's a huge thing. No, this wasn't the actual Broadway show, but what I'm saying is the Lion King, Disney's The Lion King is a huge production everywhere, right? It's a Broadway show, a really popular Broadway show. So they would come. Everything that they do is on point, right? And especially for this, this production that they had at the Hollywood Bowl, the 30th anniversary, a bunch of the old actors reprised their roles, sang. Yeah. It was a whole thing, and this thing was not only that, but it was also filmed to be on Disney Plus. They have other movies. They have other movies that they've done in the past that they do at the Hollywood Bowl. So this is just like a continuation of these things. When I knew that, I was like, oh, why the fuck? Yeah. Why was this move made? Right? Yeah. So then you come to find out that kids auditioned for this role, and she beat out those kids.
Not without some help.
Well, right. Well, that's the thing. So then people who audition, the parents who audition and stuff like that would put these kids auditions on TikTok and all this kind of stuff.
I want to see an audition tape.
Well, here's the thing. I think I have one. I'll pull it up. But what I really wanted to compare and everything was that there's actual kids who are in the Broadway show, and they couldn't bring those kids on. So I want to play with you what it should really sound like.
They couldn't bring them on because she took the role. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. What I'm saying is that why this option out of all the options is what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So this is the real Broadway show.
Everybody looks right. Everywhere you look, I'm standing in the spotlight. Not yet. Everybody should go for broke and sing. Let's hear it in the world and on the wind. It's gonna be consumers minus me. Oh, I just can't wait. To be
sounded like ass too, but it was better than what we actually got there at the Hollywood Bowl. Yes,
right.
Yes,
right. Okay, I gave you a lot of info dump. I'm gonna look for the auditions tapes while I get your initial reaction. So, what do you just think from what I've given you already? What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
Yeah,
why is this happening?
For me, I'd be entertained by it as we're viewing it now, right? After the fact, for free in my home. But if I paid money to go watch the 35th or 30th anniversary of the fucking Lion King, and Northwest shows up, and it's the product that they put on stage, and what we're watching now, I'm upset. I'm mad, dog. I'm mad.
Okay. Okay. Before Kanye. I tell you more, I'm gonna play the audition. Yeah. let me play the audition for you real quick before I kind of give you any more. So this is one of the auditions here.
I can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
That was one of the kids.
And did not get it because that's shit right there, dog. If I'm their parent, I'm mad. I'm so mad.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing about there's questions I got. Okay, obviously it's not this little girl's fault. She's a fucking kid. It's the parents and the who put her in this position. So for me, I've always said nepotism for me doesn't matter. It's not a thing because it's the arts or whatever. But you're not why I feel that way is because you're not free from the criticism. If you can't deliver, there's shit's due. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna not help you in the long run because people are not gonna want to see.
You think Northwest is gonna lose jobs over this? Honestly, she's how old is she now? Like
no.
I don't know.
No, what I'm saying is that Hollywood is fickle. Like it's fickle. So it's like the only reason that she'll be able to be fine is because her parents are rich or whatever the case may be. That's a nepo baby.
That's what they do.
Right. So, but what I'm saying, exactly. But the thing is that like you're never. The shit's so fickle that you could also not get work. You know what I mean? She's a kid now, so it doesn't matter. But I'm talking about like once you get older, like they won't. There's tons of people who used to be it and now they're not anymore.
That is very
it doesn't matter. Yeah. that's why for me the Nepo thing, it doesn't matter, because when people are trash, people adjust correctly, and they're like, we're not gonna go see that movie,
No, you're right
or
about
whatever
that.
the case
I do
may
agree
be.
with that. Yes, yes.
You know what I mean?
I do
Yeah.
feel like though
Yeah.
that
So-
Northwest, however, is young enough that this will kind of fade away, and she'll have multiple shots down the road. Like she's super young. Think about all the missteps Lil Bow Wow made. Lil Bow Wow was terrible. Why did any of us listen to his music? What were we doing?
Bow
That
Wow
was the
Wow.
song
What
he
was
had
it? What was
with,
one of his? What's one of his good songs?
Bow Wow Wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, bow. Come on, what were we doing? No, what? He was in middle school, bro. He was in middle school.
Yeah,
He was
were
putting
bangers.
out
He was
bangers,
putting
dog,
out bangers
in middle school, and we was rocking with him, dog. I know people. I know
No,
people
we
that
wasn't.
listen to Lil Bow Wow, dog. I know people that were listening to Lil Bow Wow, and seriously.
You point them out so we can make fun of
All
them.
right.
Not me.
Motherfucker.
Well, you got me. I was actually shocked. I was actually surprised. I was like, wait, what? Don't you point your finger at me. Don't you dare. Though here's okay. So here's the thing about, to make you more upset. What I thought for these things or whatever, it's kind of like invite only. There's like a huge event. Like for whatever reason, I thought it was like friends and family. It's like such an exclusive thing. A regular Joe couldn't just go to these things, right? Turns out I was actually right about it, not because of the exclusivity of it all, because of how expensive it is. So people paid to go see this. Now, tickets were going from $2,500 a ticket.
What? Okay, so hang on.
So so when I thought it was like a free thing, I'm like, all right, I can let that pass because it's like I ain't pay for this. I got invited. Who cares, right? But you put money down, took your kids to this thing. You know what I mean?
2,500 smackaroonies.
Yeah.
For that. Now here's the thing: was Northwest was she billed? Was she like, people knew she was going to be playing the role of?
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was.
Okay, so they do. Okay,
yeah.
And then 2, has her talent been on exhibition long enough for people to say, "Hey, that's not a good move"?
That I don't know, because this is like the theater space, and this is like a whole nother niche, and those are the people that are most upset about it because of how like dedicated those people are, and especially because they're actually children in theater too. It is.
Yeah.
I mean,
that can clearly do it. We just watched one.
Right.
We just watched a kid that could do it.
Right.
And he didn't get an opportunity to showcase his talent.
Right.
Because she took that spot. Although I will say, in the age of social media, it's crazy how that old saying that all press is good press, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Because this kid may not have been able to go on stage and be the Lion King, but I'm sure that video you found was viral.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sure he's gotten a few calls.
100%. So so I think he'll be fine. He's on the Broadway show, so he's doing all right.
Oh, so he was already doing all right. He was already doing it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that there was already a pool of kids that they could have brought on
from.
already existing. Like, you know what I mean? They knew the lyrics. They knew they knew the choreo, the choreo. They knew everything.
It's their job. It's their job. It's their job to do all of that. To do everything
bro.
She did.
That little girl didn't even know where to stand on stage.
She didn't know where to stand. She didn't know. I mean, she wasn't dancing, dog. How does Kanye West have such a talentless child, dog? That is insane.
Now, here's like a little inside baseball stuff where it was just like, where I think the people are in the know are like, that's why they're like kind of upset about it. And because nepotism is a thing, it's, you know, it's just part and parcel to like the business. It's whatever, people deal with it, and not a surprise. But kind of what people are upset is kind of like the inside baseball stuff where, for example, if you looked at her costume, it was completely different than the rest of the cast. It was like a hoodie,
all Yeezy stuff.
Yeah, a hoodie thing or whatever. So the thing is there that someone at some point refused that she was to look like the rest of the cast or to be on theme. So you're talking about someone who's maybe the producer of the show or whatever that's going on, and then they're totally overriding you and your vision and your hard work and also the crew and their work and their talent, and they have to kind of adjust to this like kid that isn't talented. So it ruffles some feathers. You just imagine if you were at if you're at your job and someone were to just grab your tools and start, grab your pencil, grab your laptop and started writing for you. And it was just like, nope, this is exactly how I want it. Tack, 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 tack. It just starts clacking on your keyboard. Yeah, and I think that's where it's like, I think there's a bunch of ways that this could have kind of probably gone down a lot better, a lot smoother, if it was like, at least respect the art. Yeah. You're going to bring your kid on, it's already whatever, but like, damn, they can't dress in the fucking costume. They got to do their own thing. Like, they didn't even practice.
Then to add insult to injury, everybody's watching this child practice as well. And no, I can't imagine that everybody was thrilled. I can't imagine that the cast, the crew, the producer, all the people that were watching these decisions be forced upon them. I can't imagine that they were like, well, this is worth it when they saw her performing during practice, right? Like, no, you know what? This works. Wow. I am blown away. It's just like, I can't see that happening. So now you're just
right.
Yeah, you're doubling down and pissing people off. You know what I'm saying?
100%, 100%. And like,
crazy.
Yeah, so that was what's been happening.
So you blame her parents, right? That's fucking Kim and Kanye, or one of them too. At the very least, one of them put this little girl in this position, and then became the monsters that forced these changes to be made, right?
Dude, yeah, 100%. So like,
okay,
here's the thing. I can't speak. I'm not a papi, okay? But you're a papi,
sure.
And as a papi.
Okay.
What do you feel about putting your kid in a situation like that? Before you answer,
no. Before the father answers, you're gonna go ahead and give your go ahead. Yeah. Actually, go ahead.
Let me give my 2 cents on being a papi.
Give your take of give the dad your take of being a dad. Go ahead.
Yeah, here you go. First of all, I would whip my kid into shape. All right, you're not gonna touch that stage without fucking knowing what you're not gonna embarrass me up there, young man. I think that's how I would feel about it. Honestly, it's like it's an extension of yourself. There's no way in hell that I would put an unprepared kid on that kind of stage to be in, because that shit's gonna live forever, man.
It is, yeah.
And so at some point, if she has any kind of ego reflection, she's gonna be like, "Damn, man, my parents were real fucked up for that."
Well, yeah, she probably would, but she did the Hollywood Bowl, bro. So yeah, as much as I'm talking shit about Kanye and Kim, bro, you let my kid get the opportunity, dog. Yeah, get on stage. I don't care if you suck. You don't care, dog. You know what this means for you and the family, for the legacy? Yeah, dog. Get up on stage at the Hollywood Bowl for the 35th anniversary. It's going to be on Disney Plus. It's going to be talked about for all over. Absolutely. First step of your career, bro. Man.
Yeah, baby Michael Jackson is spinning in his grave.
What I was going to say, bro. Straight up Joe Jackson and these niggas, dog.
So what we're saying is it's
by these niggas I mean our young children. Just to clarify that.
So what we're saying is that we need to go back to the old ways of parenting and really whip these kids into shape and stop embarrassing us on stage, because Mike Jackson would have never pulled that as a 10-year-old on stage. He would have got his ass whooped.
1,000% would have got his ass beat. However,
but that's wrong, right? Or is it right? See, this is where I don't know if I'd be a good papi.
What, like to beat a child into performing
into perfection?
Into perfection. Yeah. Woo! I don't know if you call it perfection, because the way Mike started, the way Mike ended. Joe did a number on that fool. But
yeah, man.
That whole family, all of them, dog. Come on, man. The whole Jackson 5. And them girls. Nah, dog. But yeah, I mean, Joe had the right idea. I think he just had the wrong execution. That's all. I think Joe had the right idea, dog. Like, yeah.
Well, I'd beg to differ. I think he had the right execution. But I mean, we would have never had Thriller, dog.
You don't know that. I mean, you know.
Oh, I know that, dog. Oh, I know that, bro. I'll bet everything I got, and I don't got much.
Okay, so you're saying the level of talent that one needs to facilitate or create a thriller comes from rampant paternal abuse.
It comes from trauma. It doesn't have to come from your parent. It doesn't have to come from your parent.
Okay,
but it comes from
like
trauma.
Dark trauma, really dark. Like not just the.
That's how the best art is made, man.
Childhood trauma. Okay. Well, why aren't we? What? Were our lives too easy? Because boy,
I think so.
I got a newsflash for y'all, bro. This shit ain't been easy at all. Why am I still sitting here, dog? Just sitting alone with my fucking trauma and no millions? That's such a bum rap, dude.
It's a combination. It's a combination of trauma, luck, and a little bit of gumption. And that's what gets you ahead in life, really. That's all. It's the three.
That's all you need.
It's the three R's. But anyway. Whew, that was a good one. Well, I felt I knew you'd enjoy that one. Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
See, you could have done a better job. You could have done a better job, dog. And that was absolute ass. That was fucking terrible.
Dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For sure.
Well, I knew you'd like it. I knew you'd like that one. I wanna keep it moving.
All right.
So I have a deep fear that the world is gonna end sooner than we think. And there's signs everywhere, Anthony. There's signs everywhere. I see it. If you're looking, you'll find it.
All right.
And one of the things that's been really scary is how easily people are susceptible to listening to other people.
Okay.
It's you give someone a mic and give them a platform to stand on, and people will listen to whatever the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, it's silly.
So yeah, I mean, excluding us.
Yeah. Excluding yours truly. Yeah.
Because we're not trying to give anybody advice about anything.
No.
I mean, no.
We're not here. When have we ever given advice to anyone?
Yeah. Exactly. Trying to sit here trying to tell people how to live their lives.
No, of course.
But there are people that are out there that they're dropping knowledge. All right.
Okay.
So Terrence Howard went on the Joe Rogan show. I don't know if you've seen any of this. Have you?
No. I've heard about him on Joe Rogan. I've seen a couple memes, but I don't know what the source is.
Yeah, so he went on and started talking about the universe and fucking math and particles and a bunch of stupid shit. And this dude
particles in the universe. That's stupid shit now. Okay.
No.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Wait
till you listen. Wait till you listen.
Okay.
Wait till you listen to him. All right. Then you'll.
By now, you have probably seen or heard clips from the Terrence Howard interview on Joe Rogan podcast, and he's saying things that interested you, intrigued you, confused you, maybe even. I'm an astrophysicist, and perhaps
so he's an astrophysicist. Okay, this is a guy who went to school. He has an education to talk about the stuff that Terrence Howard was talking about. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
We can get to the bottom of some of these ideas. Preface that it was a super long podcast. I watched the whole thing because I'm not one to just jump out and start talking out of my ass about anything.
I feel attacked.
Exactly.
I feel personally attacked by that statement. All right. Well, good start. Good start to this video, Rudy.
Exactly what I'm talking about and not take anything out of context. Only going to talk about the things that are directly related to my specialty, physics and
right, because he talked about a bunch of other shit. All right.
Okay.
Just a heads up.
Okay.
Physics. Last thing, I took out some of the fluff in the clips and arranged them in a way that I thought made more sense. Don't want it to seem like I'm taking what he's saying out of context. To the best of my ability, the context is intact.
Dr. Russell talked about the fact that the sun gave birth to the earth, that it didn't coalesce from some field.
Here he's talking about planet formation, the way that planets form. And while we don't have the process down to a T, all of the different planet formation models basically start with a star that is contracting in the center, and it has this debris disk, this accretion disk. And in that accretion disk, planets form. So you can see these are all actual images that have been taken.
And this is the reason why people believe Terrence Howard, because
put on Terrence Howard. Why are we watching this dude? Who is this guy? But I want to hear what Terrence Howard's got to say. I don't care about this fucking astrophysicist trying to school me on how the planets were formed. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care how the planets were formed. How does that affect me today? I don't know. Let Terrence Howard distill it for me. Let Terrence Howard tell me why.
All right. Let him talk. Let him talk. Fine.
It would take the Earth to go from the sun to 93 million miles away. It would take 9,820,800,000,000 years for the Earth to get here.
So what he's saying here is that instead of planets forming in those accretion disks, like we just saw, that in fact they're coming from the star itself. They're coming from the sun. His evidence is the fact that the Earth is moving away at about half an inch.
So he's just distilling everything that he's saying, and then it's just patently wrong or whatever the case may be. But here's another video.
How is it wrong? I didn't hear him say it was wrong. Is that because I cut him off before he got there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you cut the physicist stuff.
Yeah,
that's
not what we're here for. I'm not here for a fucking lecture, dude. Nah, I'm good, bro. Make the shit funny or move the fuck on. You ain't got nothing. What are you doing? Who's watching this? Are people watching that? People watching this video? How many?
Yeah, because people were like listening to Terrence Howard and they're like, oh, this dude's really smart. He knows what he's talking about. He has no idea what he's talking about.
But I'm willing to bet that was readily apparent if I could just listen to fucking Terrence Howard. I don't need this guy to come here and try to make me feel stupid for not knowing astrophysiology or whatever the fuck. I don't need that. I don't need that kind of energy in my life. I know Terrence Howard is an idiot because Terrence Howard is an actor. So I'm not, I'm good on that. Let me hear Terrence. Let me laugh at Terrence. Let me move the fuck on. Who else you got? What else you got?
And when you say rebuild the periodic table, what do you mean specifically?
This will not go well.
It looks like a straight box.
So he's talking about how
that hydrogen has the same tone as carbon.
Each kind of element has its own frequency. And there's another nerd talking about how that's not true. So
there's another nerd. Thank you, dog. That's how you position this. Let's listen to some nerds try to tell us a cool guy's wrong. That's it. Cool ass Terrence fucking Howard. Let's listen to some nerds try to pick his fucking theories and theses apart. Then I could get down with that.
Well, this went totally wrong. This whole bit I was trying to do, it just went downhill real fast.
Bro, I didn't play.
Look, there's one more.
Okay.
There's one more.
You better have a fucking point to this, bro. You better have an end cap on this. That's hilarious.
And we rebuilt the planet Saturn without gravity.
If what Terrence Howard has said on the Joe Rogan podcast happens to be true, then we have to rethink everything when it comes to the science of the universe that we live in.
That's why I went on that at the Emmys and I was like, look, I've got something else to do.
Was that a good bit for you? Was that a good bit? He was able.
I don't need a physicist to come up to next and be like, well, to be honest, gravity on Saturn does actually exist. No shit, gravity exists. I know those things, man. Like, I don't need you to fucking particulation of matter means that. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. That's why I didn't get into that fucking field.
So Terrence Howard,
Terrence Howard is an actor saying dumb actor things when people aren't putting words in his mouth. Oh, surprise! Turns out he's a fucking idiot. He doesn't have a real thought. Oh, no shit. This is a guy who fucking becomes other people for a living. Of course he has no space for personality. His own. just fucking come on, man.
Boom. Take that, Terrence Howard. Get that taken down a notch. So he said that he rebuilt Saturn.
He did.
Okay.
Sure.
So I don't know what the fuck that even means. But let him keep finishing
it.
Yeah. Got something else to do. I've been able to rebuild Saturn without gravity, with no animation, and then they clowned it.
Of course they did.
Well, let me put it this way. All energy in the universe is expressed in motion. All motion is expressed in waves. All waves are curved. So where does the straight lines come from to make the platonic solid?
The platonic solids?
If you don't know what a platonic...
So... Yeah, that's just a bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. Like, even when he was saying those words, you knew he didn't know what he was fucking talking about, dog. Like, you were just like, dog, nigga, stick to the script. Stick to the script, bro. What are you doing? Talking about platonic solids. I don't even know. I know that don't sound right. It just don't sound right, dog. What the fuck are you talking about, dog? Like, me and my high school level fucking chemistry.
Oh man.
Silly.
Well, the point I was trying to make is that this shit makes it scary that dumb people can just spout off their things and people believe that shit. For me, it's a little scary. That's all I wanted to point. I was just trying to tell you that I'm scared and I need reassurance.
No, I get it. Yeah, no, those people exist, bro. A lot of them most of them have more money than us. The reason why is because we have too much self-awareness to go out there and do shit like that. No, seriously. We have just not you and me. I mean, like most people who will never be multi-millionaires. It's because we have too much self-respect. We have too much self-awareness. You know, when we think about how we're going to interact with a person, we don't throw all shame out of the window and just start saying the first thing that comes to our mind in order to get them to like us or just listen to us.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it takes. That's what it takes to be these fucking, I mean, because Joe Rogan had him on there, and Joe Rogan, I'm sure, is laughing at him. But Joe Rogan is just a different kind of fucking idiot. It's just a different kind of dummy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so it takes one to know. It takes a dummy to have a dummy on to tell other dummies dummy things. And most of us aren't that. Most of us aren't willing to go be a dummy for another dummy. And then so we don't make it. So we get to sit at home with our traumas and no millions, dog.
I'm learning a lot in this episode. We're learning a lot.
You gotta learn how to distill what you're looking at and see how it impacts you personally.
There's this guy on talking about people that are dumb. There's this guy that went on Jeopardy a couple days ago. Sorry, and he had to solve a problem.
Tavares, right in the butt.
What?
Right in the butt. Right in the butt. Yep. That dude got his priorities straight. He's thinking about money and ass. That's what he's thinking about in the Jeopardy show, dog. How I'm gonna win this money and go get some ass.
With this money.
Win this money and go get some ass with this right up the butt. Right up the butt. Show me right up the butt. Oh, God.
Oh man, dumb people are everywhere. Dumb people are everywhere.
That's your fucking best guess, bro. You just pass. You pass. You're just like, you know what? Nah. But that's what I'm saying. Because that's what you see what I'm saying. You gotta be dumb, and you gotta be willing to be dumb. Because a normal fucking person would not say. They might think right up the butt. Right. They might think it. But they're not going to say
so true.
Right up the butt.
That's so true. Wait a minute. I'm on television right now. I probably shouldn't say this.
This moment is going to live in infamy forever. So I'm going to go ahead and just move on and not say right up the butt. Even though I think that, honestly, if it's right up the butt, I'm going to go home and shoot myself tonight. But on the off chance that it's not right up the butt, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say right up the butt.
Fuck me, man. Well, look, talking about people who give advice. I'm all about health, Anthony. You know this about me. You know I'm always talking about health. Always talking about push-ups, always talking about vitamins. And there's this guy.
No push-ups. I don't fucking take care of my health. I got to stop eating so bad. Why don't I do push-ups? Why don't I do any of that? That's how you talk about it. I don't take vitamins. So yeah, you be talking about it a lot, dog. You really do.
I be talking about that. Yeah, I do. I really do. So there's this guy who he gives some kind of health advice, and this is a little bit of what he recommends to do in the morning. I don't know what your routine is. I like to have like a cup of water usually when I wake up, but this guy has a whole routine. He's pretty fit too. He's an older dude.
This is aged urine.
Gross.
This is about 6 months. It's got that nice brown tint to it.
Smell.
And then, of course, gnarly. Smells like ammonia. The research that I've shown is it's good for parasites. It's good for your gut microbiome. So, of course, we can drink a little bit and see what happens.
From the inside out, bro.
But the way I like to use it ultimately is topically. So you put a little bit in your hand there, and then you just rub it on your skin.
Fuck? The fuck, man? Dog, what is wrong with people? What is wrong? Can you find me a person of color doing that bullshit, bro? Can you go online? Are there any? Right? So this is white people. White people. What is that? What is that? I thought because I thought y'all was eating raw meat. I didn't realize you were also saving your fucking pee and then rubbing it on your face. Is that why y'all be so brown? Is that why they're so brown? Because you can always tell. You can always tell a bushman. You can always tell a bushman. You can always tell that type that be out in the sun all the time. Their skin is like leather brown, like that old dude was.
It's leather brown.
Yeah. So is it because you're rubbing
brown.
aged piss into your skin?
That is nasty work, bro. Like to just. Work. I don't get it. I really don't get what leads you down that path, dude. Are you that bored?
You're
is
that
it
dumb? You gotta be dumb enough to get in front of a camera and just start saying wild shit. But you have to commit. You have to commit to it, which is
I think you have a point, man.
Like, that's why we, if we started rubbing feces on our face right now, this shit would go viral. Fucking today, bro. We wouldn't even have to put it out. Just leave it in our computers. The internet will get it. The internet will get it, bro. Rub some shit in our face and start talking about the health benefits of rubbing shit on your face and then going and laying out in the sun for 30 minutes. If we did that, man, it's stupid, bro. Like, what?
Fuck me.
What is it, dog? What is that?
I don't know.
That piss in that jar was absolute.
That shit was iced tea. Shit with iced tea brown. Put a couple slices of lemon in there.
You might as well, because he gonna drink the shit. You might as well put some fucking lemon in there.
No, you didn't see that he took a chug from it? Yeah. I think so when you turned away, that's what it was. You turned away and you didn't see it. And then he took a swig. He took a swig of the pea juice.
See, I don't even understand that. Like, how you gonna preach to me that having drinking pee and putting it on your skin is beneficial for you when your body literally is? You see what I'm saying? I don't got to be a scientist to know that pee is human waste. It's what your body's getting rid of because it don't need it. This is all the garbage that was inside of you. We're gonna filter that out of you. That's why you have kidneys and shit. That's why you have a pancreas. I'm no doctor, all right? I'm gonna say that right now. I'm not a doctor. I'm not some astrophysicist, but I know taking human excrement and then applying it, not a good idea.
And digesting it.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Like aging it for 6 months, bro. I barely believe when Bear Grylls was drinking piss in the woods for survival. Nigga, I just died.
That's why poo-poo doesn't smell like chicken nuggets. You're not supposed to eat it.
Exactly. Motherfucker said it smelled like ammonia. Oh, you mean a literal poison? Oh.
Yeah, he did say that.
Nice ammonia smell. That. Okay, so you're gonna drink that. Dumb fuck.
Fuck me. You got me.
You got me, bro. You got me.
Okay. You got me. I got you, babe. Look, there's I kind of wanted to reveal this secret to you, so I think it's the best time to do it. We have a brand sponsor, like an actual brand sponsor commercial.
Okay.
And I cut this, and I'm gonna play it for you.
Okay, let's go.
I'm incredibly proud of my own brand of organic specialty coffee, Rudy Coffee. Believe me when I say it's the best coffee you'll ever try. It's smooth,
so good,
rich, chocolatey, and gentle on your stomach. It's so good, I even recommend drinking it black. It comes in 3 varieties, including what I promise is the best decaf you'll ever have. You can order now by scanning the QR code on your screen or by visiting rudy.coffee. By supporting Rudy Coffee, you're not just treating yourself to exceptional coffee. You're also supporting our cause, the cause of truth, justice, and American democracy.
Yep. So that's a new sponsor for the
Don't
show,
do that.
Rudy's
Don't do that.
Coffee.
Some people, you see what I'm saying?
And
there are some people out there that's
Rudy's
gonna believe you, and this shit gonna go viral because a Hispanic man and a black man is out here talking about how Rudy's Coffee is the best coffee in the market. Go get some Rudy, and the next thing you know, we're gonna be on Fox News. See, they do fuck with us. See, black people and brown people.
Don't
love
you ruin
Rudy's
this
coffee.
Don't you?
Nah, bro.
Don't you ruin this grift that I got planned, all right? Don't
Rudy
you ruin
Giuliani
this.
Didn't even say the word chocolatey right, and I still didn't like how he said chocolatey. I don't like. I just didn't like it. I don't like hearing the words chocolate come out of his mouth. I don't like when he said drink your coffee black. When he said black, I was offended.
Yeah,
it didn't feel good.
It felt weird, right? He put that extra oomph in black.
Black.
Drink it
like,
black.
Whoa, brother. Whoa, Rudy. You saw how he don't have black in his hair no more. All that shit finally drained out. Why is he still around?
Yeah. I mean, he had. I don't know, man. Ghouls like to just haunt us for longer than what they need to. That's usually how it works.
Right?
Oh, 100%. 100%. He would have died when 9/11 happened or something.
Yeah. America's mayor. Fuck off. How do we get conned into thinking that? Nobody
does.
But don't act like don't act like we didn't. Don't act like we didn't. The 9/11 era, we were all.
I mean, because
America's mayor's prostate.
You can't suck the prostate.
You're
obviously not a doctor.
I'm not.
You're
you're
obviously not a doctor, dude.
Fiend.
Do you remember this show I played for you earlier?
No.
Here.
Today? You played me a show today?
Not today, asshole. No, like this is I played this episode.
Yep.
Do you remember this? Yeah, I played this some episodes
threw up in my mouth.
some episodes back. I'm gonna play it and then I'll give it some context for people who are listening for the first time.
My main concern with guys who are interested in Shauna is
just say it.
I don't even want to say it, but you kind of think, why are you looking at my daughter?
Boom.
I mean,
end the clip.
She looks 7. I mean, I know she's more mature as you speak to her, but for you to look at my child and go, hey, I want to date that. I'm like,
God, is there no producer on the planet with a soul? Good God, bro. Come on, dog. Shit. What is wrong with us as a species, as a people? What is this? This is what we do. This is just dumb people with dumb people watching dumb people. Be dumb.
Yeah, dumb people watching dumb people be dumb.
She's saying it right now.
That's it.
Like, why? She's saying it, but then she allows it to happen.
The self-awareness is almost there.
It's there. It's just not there. It's just not
there.
strong enough to outweigh her need for fame and money.
Yeah, 100%.
it's questionable. And the bad part is I probably have said that out loud, so Shauna takes that with her too, a little bit. Do you think that you just want to like a dating life or...
No, I think I'm definitely more a relationship person. Personally, yes, I would say I'm looking for a long-term connection. I want to learn with someone. I want to grow with them. I don't want someone who doesn't want to grow or can't grow because their maturity is too low or something or whatever.
Grow. She can't grow. Who is the producer of this shit, dog? Who edited that clip? They put that in on purpose, bro. That was for people like me to pick up on and yell at the TV, dog. And it worked. Good job, I guess. Good job.
It worked.
I don't know.
Good work, TLC.
Is there more? I guess. All right.
Yes. So she's dating someone, and this guy is gonna kind of try to explain himself out of a hole. Right?
Word there, huh? I bet.
He's gonna give it his best. He's gonna give it his best.
Give it the old middle school try.
Here he goes.
Oh, look at this dude. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this criminal. What the fuck? Oh,
he just oozes sleaze.
Bro, this nigga walked down the street. He got me saying, nigga, I went the whole podcast without saying the word nigga, dog. And we're 49. This motherfucker walked down the street and women start screaming. I'm just screaming, get out of here. When you hear windows shut, you hear people call their fucking daughters into the house. This guy right here is disgusting, dog. All right, go ahead.
Every news outlet in the world has your face on it, has your story on it. How did we get there?
So she's got her own TV show in the US on TLC, which is about her life.
Yeah.
Okay. So she had cancer as a child, and that left her with short stature. So she's 3'10". So she comes up to about my waist.
Yeah.
And everyone's obsessed with Shauna around dating, like her dating, because she looks young. People think she looks like she's 7 years old, and she's not. She's 24. So it came out that this guy who, this 28-year-old guy is dating this girl who looks 7. Or they said she's stuck in the body of a 7-year-old, which I don't agree with that terminology. She doesn't agree with that, but that's what the show runs with. And
I mean, just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean that's not what it is.
She's right there in front of you. I mean, we're looking at her. You're telling us to refute our own eyes, refute what we're seeing, and listen to you.
Don't believe your eyes.
What my mouth is telling your ears. That's gross, dog. This dude is. I can't.
And they just really played that angle that there must be something wrong with me to like her, which I really fucking hate that narrative because she's a human being.
You hate that narrative.
But it must
being
be
called a
pedophile.
Like I really hate when people call me a pedophile. I've got to tell you, that really rubs me the wrong way. Just because I'm dating a woman that looks like a 7-year-old doesn't make me attracted to 7-year-olds. Okay, she has the physical proportions of a 7-year-old, but I don't think she's a 24-year-old stuck in a 7-year-old's body at all. And trust me, I've seen every inch of it because I bang her every night. Fucking gross, dog. That's fucking gross, bro. Yeah.
Yuck.
I really fucking hate that narrative. It really hurts me because I know it hurts Shauna. But yeah, they played that narrative. That's when all the YouTubers jumped on it. Like literally all of my social media feeds are just seeing my face everywhere. Like me and Shauna's face everywhere.
As it should.
Hero or pedo. That was one of the titles. Look. This is one of the thumbnails. Hang on, can I reverse it? Can I reverse it right at the spot? No, they all came. This is hero or pedo. Oh boy, I'm not a creep.
Fucking okay.
Everywhere.
Creep
like
or
me and
courageous.
Shauna's face everywhere.
I mean,
can you yuck anyone's yum in this situation, Anthony?
I can.
What are your thoughts?
I can. What you do with that information is up to you, bro. And y'all can judge that how y'all see fit, right? Or you can choose to not judge it at all and let people live and be.
Because then they're gross too, though.
Watching it, right?
No, for not judging it how you're judging it.
They do whatever they want, bro. Look, your world outview is your world outlook, bro. Just don't bring it to me and ask my opinion if you don't want to hear what my opinion is, right? Like my opinion on that is that dude should be in jail. I'm sorry, dog. I don't know. See, and then at the same time, I feel bad for Shauna because then what do you do for? She is a 24-year-old woman, and she deserves love. But lots of people die without having experienced that, Lots of people don't experience love. No, lots of people don't experience love, and for good reason, okay? And I'm sorry, Shauna, but that's a good reason for you. This is a good reason for you to not be, because here's the thing. I would be just as appalled if she started dating someone who looked her age. I'd be just as appalled as I am with this other guy for dating her, what looks like a 7-year-old. I'd be appalled at her for dating what looks like a 7-year-old as well, if they're in fact 7 years old. Okay? So that what is her? What does she do? How does she? I can't be in her. I honestly, as a man, no, I'm kidding. I didn't know. But I'm not gonna double down on the man thing. But honestly, bro, I just don't understand how. If I look 7,
you can't have a normal. You can't have a normal existence.
If I look like a 7-year-old, I'd have to be a special kind of dumb to get on TV and talk about wanting a fucking partner. Right? I got to be stupid to get in front of the TV and be like, hey, TLC, look at me. Look at my unique situation. Here's how I want to make it worse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dog. Everybody in this whole thing, all of them, gross.
And that's TV for you. And that's
baby.
Hollywood, baby.
Yeah, they're all gross. Yep.
The show must go on. All right, break a leg, nepo babies.
Actually,
oh man,
babies that look like
we had a good one. Anthony.
Women that look like babies, banging those women that look like babies. That's fucking crazy, dog. How do you have sex with that, bro? How do you have sex with her? That's the question I want to ask this guy. How do you have sex with her and not feel like you belong in prison? I don't get it. I don't get it, dog. And then I'm not getting on TV. I'm not telling nobody. If I'm doing it, I'm not telling nobody, bro.
I'm not doing podcast spots.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, dog. That's just fucking white people, dog.
Well,
not even. Just
I'm glad I got you rattled. All right. I'm glad your feathers are ruffled. All right. But just like every other episode, Anthony, we learned a little bit. We laughed, and it really is a testament to all the friends that we made along the way. All right, on this
I don't
episode.
like none of these people in this episode. I wouldn't be friends with any of them. There's not a single person in this episode I'd be like, yeah, I'd like to meet that guy or gal. I don't care, dog. Straight. It's not. I barely want to be your friend after this bullshit.
Fuck me. Oh man. Well, it's been a gas, Anthony. It's been a gas. I want to thank everyone for listening. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help out the podcast. And we'll talk on the next one, dude.